how's it going, people? Evillusion here with a little quick review of my zombie killer sword. It's not really a sword, even though it's named that. It's called the Ka-Bar ZK War Sword. Got this knife, well, sword, knife, whatever you want to call it. It's about, I don't know, about 3 months ago, maybe 2 months ago. Line hasn't been out that long. I got it and just kind of like stowed it away. Didn't really use it much. Just kind of like gawked at it. I wanted it just because it looked cool. You know, it was one of those second kind of cools, but it's also a very versatile tool. Haven't used it that much, but you know, I have cut a few things with it. I brought it out hunting with me one day, but it's kind of too big to do that with. Like I said, I brung it one just to see how it would fit around my, how versatile it would be. Threw it on my hip, and found that it was a little too big to actually carry around hunting. But you know, I wanted to try it out. This is the pouch. Before I spend too much time showing you the picture, let's see. Before I open it up, these snaps, close them back up. This is it. This is the sheath it comes in. It's a nice ploy on the biohazard symbol. Has the ZK inside of it. It's a really big sheath. I mean, this thing's long. How big? Well, let's see. The sheath itself is running about 18 inches. It's a big sheath. Right there, from there to there. It's a big sheath. But it's got these nice holes through here, these like little lanyard holes, so when you do put it up on your belt, your belt loop, you can put a piece of cord around there and through the holes and tie it down to your leg. So in case you're running, you don't have to worry about bouncing around up and down. It's strapped to your leg. And I found that it didn't really inhibit my mobility very much when I did that. So that did make it nice. It's got this here Velcro sticker. You can go ahead and slap a piece of Velcro on there. I haven't done that, but whatever you want to put on there, you can put a little piece of something on there. And it's got this really nice stuff pouch. But I'll go ahead and go more into the sheath after I get done showing you the knife, because after all, that's what you came here to see, right? Came to see the blade. Now you open it up with these here straps, and they kind of get in the way a little bit. So you have to make sure they're out of the way. See how it gets caught up right there? It's kind of a pain in the ass. It gets caught up on that lip right there. But as long as you give it a little tug, it'll get out the way. There's the blade. It does come with the green handles, but again, I want this to be a versatile tool. It's not just going to be a mounted wall on my wall or stand, so I thought the green handles looked cool, but they were a bit gimmicky. You know, who wants to be out in the wood with some green handles where everybody can see, you know? I mean, the cord right here is green enough for me, you know, but it's decent. You're getting a lot for what you pay for with this. That's why I mainly got it. I paid $50 for it, but it goes from between 44 and I think 60. 60. I saw it online for like between 44 and 60. I know a guy at the gun show, he was selling one for 75, and I thought that was a bit excessive. I mean, when you get up there in that $75 price range, you know, there's other things that's more accessible, it's easier to use. But this is the blade. Now, it is made by Ka-Bar, obviously. Now, some people may not like or like this, but, you know, it has the Taiwan stamp on it. I'm more concerned with the quality of workmanship and how much it's going to cost me out of pocket, because I like high value things. I like to pay less out of pocket, so I'm a cheap ass, but I want it to be a good product. And you know, I love America and I want to buy American stuff, but it just seems that, I mean, what are you going to do? Go out and buy yourself some Chris Reeves knives and, you know, a Green Beret or something that's similar to this, you know, maybe not in style, but, you know, it's a big workhorse of a knife, but you're going to spend $200 or $300 or $400 for it? I just don't have that type of money. I'd rather, you know, spend, you know, 60, 70, 80 bucks, possibly 100 on a good workhorse knife that I'm going to use and abuse, you know, and save my money to go buy groceries for the family, pay my bills. You know, it's the times that we live in right now. That's the blade. This is the sheath. Now it does have these two huge straps, and they have these Velcros on there, so you can push them down when you're taking this off. So right in there. So when you're taking this off, like I was showing you earlier, that problem that I was having, when it's down like that, and you go to take it off, it gets stuck. You take the time to push them down, comes out real easy. Then you have your stuff pouch there, that some people like or don't like. That's what makes this damn sheath so big. I mean, it's a big knife, so you need a big sheath. Now this big stuff pouch right in there, which that's where I stick the other handles for now, since I'm not really using this that much. These are the green handles that it comes with. And then they give you this, look how deep that is. They give you this here green cord. It's like a shoelace. It's not really paracord, so I wouldn't put a lot of weight onto it, but you know, I think it's a cool little gimmick. You know, you can tie something up if you have to, but they're giving you something extra. So you get the cord, you get the big nice pouch, which this is a double layered pouch. I mean, it's not just the nylon pouch on the outside. It's actually got an inside layer. It's pretty thick. And voila. Look at there. It comes with another little blade. And this is their Acheron skeletonized blade. It's also part of the ZK line. I'll show you the blade. This isn't the best blade, but you know, when you got something and you don't want to use that damn thing, because since it's so damn big, to cut something up, you know, pull out the little Acheron blade. And if you wanted, you could take this here shoelace and mount it like paracord and give us a good wrap with it. You know, or if you wanted to have a piece of fruit and you wanted to pair something up, you know, take an apple out, peel it. Or if you're out in the woods and again, you're using that, and let's say it's time to gut something, you don't want to use that to try to gut a deer or, you know, skin a deer or whatever. You know, pull out your little Acheron blade, and it's got a little jimping right there. It's not real big, super light. I mean, this damn thing is so light. I'd say it probably weighs 2 ounces, so it's not even noticeable. But for 50 bucks, I mean, look at what you're getting. You're getting this nice nylon sheath, you know, and it's got some molly holes back here. They're kind of flattened because I never use them, but you're getting that. You're getting a spare set of handles. You're getting a nice blade. You're getting shoelace. And you're getting a spare blade for 50 bucks. And since this is a high carbon steel, you're going to want a good sheet to put it in. Now, some technical specs I guess I can give you. I mean, I know you're more about the seeing it, but the blade is a It is a sorry, I can't talk. It's a SK5 steel, which in my opinion is a lot like 1095 Krovan, from what I read and what I've heard about. Very strong, and I know it's not the same company that makes it, but if anybody's familiar with the I forget what his name is. I think it's Nossi or something. He does knife tests. I mean, he puts them through a destructive test. I mean, destruction. I mean, he basically he works the knife with everything. He hammers it with a 2-pound mallet. He chops wood with it. But anyway, that's what he does. He does knife destruction tests. And you'll find him here on YouTube. And he takes a cold steel Bushman, I believe it is, which is also made with 1095 SK5 steel, and he puts that damn thing through the paces. And if that if that ZK5 steel, SK5 steel, is the same as this, and it holds up, you got yourself a workhorse of a knife, and you got everything here for $50. But you got an SK5 steel. It comes with PA66 handle scales, which that's what these here handles are made out of, is PA66. I don't know exactly what that means, but I don't know if it's similar to Cytel or anything like that. I've never really heard of it, but that's what they're made out of. The blade length, the overall length is 15 inches. See, right around there. Comes out to about 15 inches. The blade itself, usable blade, is 9 inches. Right to there. The little Acheron blade, it's, I'd say, 6.5 inches overall. Blade length, 3 inches. Usable blade, yeah, I'd say 3 inches on that. The handle space is where you'd actually grip it, I'd say from here to about here. It's about 5.5, close to 6 inches. You be the judge. The sheath, the mammoth sheath, I don't know, it's a little longer, it's about 18.5 inches. And I don't have a micrometer or anything, but to give you an example of how thick the steel is, let's go from the 4-inch mark. Oh no, it's almost a 1/2 inch thick. I wouldn't say it's quite a 1/2 inch. I mean 1/4 inch. I'm sorry, it's almost a 1/4 inch thick. The weight of this blade, it's a fairly, it's a little hefty because it's a big chunk of steel. It's a full tang. It goes all the way through here, as you can see. It has a lanyard hole back here. It has these Allen wrench screws, so you can take it apart and put those on. Oh, that's another thing too. I'm getting sidetracked here, but they do give you extra screws. A little pack of extra screws, just in case you lose one when you're taking them off. And if you're not even a big fan of these handles, you can actually take this handle off, lace it up with some paracord. But I don't see why you want to do that. I mean, it's to each his own. Got some good jipping back here. It's a good ramp. So once you get yourself locked into this, you're going to use your thumb to whack something real good. You have some jimping. And right here, the choil area goes down nice, catches your, it's serviceable. But I don't know if you're going to be doing a lot of thrusting with this here weapon anyway. You're going to be doing mostly chopping or, as a survival tool. Will it baton wood? I have no doubt it will baton wood. It's got a good thick blade here. And again, the SK5 steel that they have in that destruction test, he was batoning like a mother effer. And that Bushman took a hell of a good beating. Which I haven't gotten a Bushman yet. I've thought about it. But the Bushman's like look it up and you'll see. It's more of a spear than it is a blade. It's one solid piece. You know, with no handle. It's just a metal handle. And that's one of the things that I'm not digging on it, is it having the metal handle. And I picked this up from my local sporting goods shop. And I'll give you, like I said, for $50. He gave you, you know, it's $49 and some change. After tax was like $51. But I know here online at Smoky Mountain, this is not a commercial for them, but they're selling it for $59, which is $60. And I know Amazon's selling it for $44.99. I could have got it off of Amazon for a few bucks cheaper, but after shipping and waiting, you know, I'd rather support my local store. And then here on Sportsman Guide, they got it going for $54.95. But that's my 2 cents about this here Zombie Killer War Sword. I like to go ahead and get the set. I do have the pocket folder ZK line. It's the Tonto. I forget the name of it. But I know it has a Tonto blade. It's a pocket folder. I'll probably do a review on that too once I get a chance. But that's basically it. Like I said, it's kind of too big to go out hunting with, but if the apocalypse ever shows up, you know, or if you're in a WRL, like Nothing Fancy says, situation, you're going to be prepared. And it's just one more thing. I think it's a high value, high quality, good steel, good sheath. I mean, you could take this sheath and you can go ahead and put a first aid kit in there, you know, strap it to your hip, or if you want, you know, put a couple nice AR-15 mags in there. I'm sure that would fit. Or you could put like maybe 3 or 4 magazines, pistol magazines in there, double stacked. So you don't, I mean, think about the possibilities when you're on the go and you need to, you know, strap this to your hip. You could put just about anything in here and save room for your bug out bag, you know, whatever you want to put in there. Oh, one more thing. They do have some liners in here. That's for the little Acheron blade. And this is for the war sword. So you don't have to worry about tearing up your nylon sheath. You know, you're going to have some liners. I don't know if they're just plain plastic or Zytel or what, but let me show you how we put this back in here. Go back in here. You'd strap the button down right in the middle of the blade, and that locks in once I get it set. I think I have it in the wrong way. Yeah, I like to put it in this way because it locks in better. There we go, that's locked in. And put the handles in there for now. I'm trying to keep everything together. And the cord, take the blade, slide that on in there, lock it on down. And they give you 2 straps there, which is nice. I have two strap buttons. This one here is a bit of a pain in the ass though. I think they could have made this one here just a little bit longer. But then you have a little zip cord here. You can go ahead and tighten it down so whatever you have inside your stuff pouch won't fall out. There you go. Steve Illusion's 2 cents on the Ka-Bar ZK War Sword. I'm thinking about getting the Phantom or ZK Phantom or Famine, or I forget exactly what it's called. But if it's anything like this one, I wouldn't mind having a second one. Take care. Bye.